I smell it in the air, baby. Football season is back. I am excited. Week 1 is coming up next Wednesday. Giants versus Cowboys. Let's go. This is going to be my Week 1 predictions for the NFL season. Now, you guys followed me last year on my channel when I did the predictions. I just chose 4 games and I went into really long detail. This time around, I'm just going to keep it short, sweet, simple, to the point. Just give you my predictions, and that's pretty much it. I'll dabble in a little bit about why I think this team will win, and then why I think the other team might lose, but nothing too in depth. And if you guys really want me to go in depth, just drop me by inbox on YouTube, or send me a message saying, hey, can you give me a more in-depth preview to what you think is going to go down? I'll try to write up the best as I can. Sorry if there's grammatical errors, because I'm not that really good with grammar. But speaking of which, we got the NFL season Week 1. Let's get started. And now, it's back, finally. And we're starting off with the Cowboys versus the Giants NFC East rivalry, kicking it off this season on NBC. And this game is going to be interesting. Now, in Week 1, we only see the trend of the starters. Sometimes they're not in the best physical shape. Their conditioning is not really that great. So we might see some sloppy football, but this game right here, I can see it being such a shootout between Eli Manning and Tony Romo. But I really think that Tony Romo might turn the ball over in the third quarter a couple times. That could probably cost the Cowboys this football game. So I'm going with the reigning defending Super Bowl champs, the New York Football Giants. The Colts versus the Bears. The Colts and the Bears, this is going to be an interesting game. Andrew Luck's debut as a quarterback, he's going to be facing Chicago. At Chicago. This is going to be an interesting game for Andrew Luck to debut in. Do I think Andrew Luck could surprise the world and pull Matt Forte? Remember when Matt Forte first debuted, with the Bears, he surprised the world. He fucking attacked the Colts defense and fucking shocked everyone. Do I think that, Andrew Luck could have the same luck? Hell no. I think the Chicago Bears defense is looking pretty good. They've been looking good during preseason, and I'm giving Chicago the win here. We got the Falcons versus the Chiefs, and this is an interesting matchup. This is a matchup I'm looking forward to, mainly because the Falcons have a really good receiving core and a really good quarterback, and then the Chiefs secondary is so fucking nasty. That secondary is just, that defense in general is pretty nasty when healthy. That's a key thing for the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are just hoping, and Chiefs fans are hoping in general, that there's no injuries coming off this week, because they want to have, a really good roster, especially down the line. Their season schedule looks pretty damn tough for the Chiefs. I mean, you have to play the AFC North this year, and that's a lot to play the AFC North this year in general. So the Chiefs and the Falcons is going to be an interesting game. I can't wait to see what the Falcons defense does, if they really have improved on the pass, and I can't wait to see how Jamal Charles looks for the Chiefs. So this game is going to be interesting to say the least, but I'm going to go lean more towards the Falcons winning this game. But hey, the Chiefs, they could honestly win. We got the Eagles versus the Browns. Now, we don't know what's up with rookie running back Trent Richardson. As I'm filming this right now, I have not read up anything about Trent Richardson. I've heard that he's going to be playing Week 1. Not 100% sure about that. But if they had Trent Richardson, it could actually help out the Browns a little bit more. The Eagles were terrible against the rush last year. Trent Richardson is a monster in that backfield. Even though he's just a rookie, he's a fucking monster to me. He's a big bulk of, epicness. What can you say about Trent Richardson? He's just a big bulk. And, the Eagles had terrible against the rush. Their pass defense looks good. But in all honesty, the Eagles are just hoping Mike Vick can walk away from this in a good performance from Shady McCoy himself. But although the Browns have a really good secondary, Joe Hayden is suspended for 2 games, which kind of hurts the Browns a little bit. They still have Sheldon Brown. But I see the Eagles winning this game against the Browns. Sorry, Browns. First game lost. This game is probably going to be one of the most interesting games, and I won't be surprised if Fox, shows this game out of any other game in the fucking world. The Redskins versus the Saints. We all know why the Redskins have boomed up in popularity in the NFL for most fans. It's because of Heisman quarterback winner RG3. RG3 was one of the most exciting college quarterbacks in a long time for the college football. Like, everyone was getting into college football and supporting Baylor because of Robert Griffin III. And now he's going against the Saints. Saints, Bounty Gate, that all type of thing. Jokes about how the Redskins drafted Kirk Cousins just in case of a bounty system. I don't know. It was just a joking around, I guess. But Saints and the Redskins, this is going to be an interesting matchup. The Redskins defense are no sleepers, that's for sure. I personally was always been a fan of the Redskins defense. I always thought they had their shit together. It's just that their offense would let them down. It seems like there's a different script now. And I'm actually going with the upset pick and choosing the Washington Redskins for this game. I feel Drew Brees this first week might cause a little bit of interesting turnovers, and I don't even know what the status is on Darren Sproles at this point, because there's been talks that he might not even play the opener. I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, this video is being filmed August 30th, 2012. That's all I'm saying. A lot could happen in the week time spans, but this is going to be an interesting one. Rams versus Lions. The Rams have new head coach Jeff Fisher versus the Lions and Megatron and Matthew Stafford. Madden fucking curse. Let me tell you guys something. Megatron is a fucking machine. Ain't no Madden curse stopping him. The only thing that will stop him from getting 1,000 yards is if the quarterback in the backfield, Matthew Stafford, is not throwing for him. Matthew Stafford is the most prone to injury quarterback, I think, in the league. I think he's one of the most, you touch him, he gets hurt type of guys in the league. And if Matthew Stafford does not stay healthy, I think the Lions could be in deep, deep trouble. The Rams, they're looking to bounce back. Sam Bradford is looking to bounce back. They have a solid receiving core. And the Lions secondary is total fucking shit. So what do I think about this game? What do I think about this matchup? I think the Lions could actually squeak out a win here. I think this might actually be a very close game. I could be wrong. It could be, a blowout from the Lions. But, who knows? I honestly think that the Lions are going to have a close game on their hands, especially with week one, how players' conditioning is, how, the status of certain, teams that come out. They either come out well conditioned or come out poorly conditioned. And we saw Megatron week one. He always comes out to play. The Jaguars versus the Vikings. And this game gets the who gives a shit award for the week. Because really, both these teams know that they're going to be at the bottom of their division. They're happy they're facing each other because, hey, we get one free win. What's so wrong about that? I mean, they at least get one win on their record. But which team will get that win? Vikings secondary hopes to improve. Their D-line, we know, is monstrous. Is a monstrous D-line, I should say. AP is only going to get 20 to 25 snaps, so if you guys own him in fantasy, I suggest you probably keep him on the side. Don't really start him because, he's only getting 20 to 25 snaps, and Toby Gerhart seems like a decent fantasy option. The Jaguars, no Maurice Jones-Drew. Rashad Jennings is going to be picked up, and for all you guys that haven't drafted in fantasy yet, definitely pick up Rashad Jennings. Rashad Jennings, personally, for me, personal experience with Rashad Jennings in fantasy, when this fucker gets reps, when Rashad Jennings gets a chance to touch that football and carry it as many times as he can. Carry it as many times as he can. This guy can fucking light up the football field. He's not going to be a top 5 running back, but this dude could light up a fucking football field. So definitely pick him up in fantasy football if you see him still on the waivers. Don't be an idiot and say, it's the Jacksonville Jaguars. No, pick him up and you will prove you wrong. I'm telling you. Don't judge a player based on their team. Judge the player based on the motherfucking player himself. That's all I gotta say. I'm tired of all these cynical bastards talking about how, Blaine Gabbert, they should just draft Matt Barkley now. Blaine Gabbert is a motherfucking sophomore. If anything, you pick up a veteran quarterback if Blaine Gabbert sucks. But anyways, I feel the Jaguars might win this game. I don't really feel that much of a threat for the Vikings defense. And I think Blaine Gabbert might actually surprise some people this game. Who knows? And even Justin Blackmon. And definitely Rashad Jennings. AFC East rivalry, Bills versus Jets. Does anyone, to be honest, it's like, are the Jets playing tonight for, football? Because, oh yeah, they are, because they have the ball right now and they're facing Philadelphia for preseason. But in all honesty, I'm not going to lie, the Jets need to find a way to score a touchdown. And then I think they're okay. They're going to be an okay team this year. They're not going to be, a garbage team, but their offense can't get their shit together. They're fucking screwed. That's all I gotta say. They gotta find a way to score a touchdown. Buffalo's defense is, besides their D-line, their secondary is kind of, shaky. So hopefully they can score a touchdown there, because if they don't, Jets fans better be worried if you don't score a touchdown against Buffalo. Then again, the Chiefs didn't score a touchdown against Buffalo last year, or did they? I forgot. Buffalo just killed them. I remember that. But Buffalo has a really talented squad. And this is now or never for Buffalo. Buffalo Bills fans have been waiting for the opportunity to finally have a team they can care about again. Buffalo, you do realize most people forget that you guys are in New York City, right? People forget that you play in New York. You're the only team that actually plays. Your stadium is in New York. The Jets and the Giants play in New Jersey, guys. I hope you had a brain and you knew that, but if you don't, I'm sorry for you. But Buffalo, these fans have been waiting. You have the motherfucking talent. Use it. Fred Jackson, C.J. Spiller, one of the biggest running back tandems in the NFL. That's a huge running back tandem. Stevie Johnson is one of the most talented wide receivers. Hell, fucking pick up Plaxico Burress. This fucker's still on free agency. Our team's stupid? Damn it, Buffalo. You have all the talent. The only thing that really hurts your team right now is your goddamn quarterback, Ryan Fitzpatrick. Now, who I think is going to win this game? Honestly, to be honest, if the Jets offense is playing like shit, I'm giving it to the Bills. I'm sorry. That D-line is just going to eat up that shitty offensive line. But I'm giving it to the Bills. If the Jets, find a way to improve. Oh my God, the Jets are in the red zone. Let's see if they score. But Jets, if they can improve on offense and they can score a touchdown and they can show that they can move the ball well, I think the Jets could win. But honestly, the Bills look pretty damn talented this year. Hard Knocks own the Dolphins, facing off against the Houston Texans, and they got rid of Vontae Davis, the Dolphins. Don't know why, but they did. And now, in all honesty, I don't know what the hell they're going to do with, I don't know what the hell they're going to do, the Dolphins. Ryan Tannehill is a rookie quarterback. I think that, I don't have too much high expect. I'm not a Dolphins fan, but if you are a Dolphins fan, don't expect Ryan Tannehill to lead you to the playoffs his rookie year. Don't be a cynical fan. I'm tired of these cynical fucking asshole fans. Have hope, have faith. In 4 years, if this guy does not do it for you, then you can ask for a new quarterback. But until now, believe in Tannehill. This season's not going to be an easy one for you guys. You're going to have a losing season. Hell, maybe even an 8-8 season. But hey, be proud that you guys got a rookie quarterback. And if he shows the numbers and he shows that he can play, got a bright future ahead of you. But I got the Houston Texans winning this game. Their defense is just way too nasty. And Andre Johnson just needs to stay healthy for them. We got the Seahawks versus the Cardinals in the NFC West battle. And this game has a new storyline. Russell Wilson, the new starting quarterback. I don't know why you gave Matt Flynn the money. Hey, Dolphins, maybe you should trade for Matt Flynn if you guys want to make the playoffs so bad. But anyways, yeah, the Seahawks are starting Russell Wilson, rookie. Okay, have fun with that Cardinals secondary, Russell Wilson. But in all honesty, the Seahawks are going to win this game. Their defense is fucking solid this year. Maybe Russell Wilson can make a huge impact, but the only reason why I'm saying the Seahawks will win this game is who in the blue hell are the Cardinals quarterback? Who is going to be the starting quarterback for the Cardinals? I must know because honestly, I don't know. I honestly don't know who is the starting quarterback for the Arizona Cardinals, nor do I care because none of them are going to be any interesting. The big matchup for the afternoon games this week, and I'm saying this, if this is not on my TV, I'm going to be pissed. The 49ers versus the Green Bay Packers. A potential future NFC Championship game. A potential future huge, storyline in the NFL. And I'm excited for this game. Now, who do I have? I don't know what you would call an upset. The 49ers winning or the Packers improving their defense. But I feel the 49ers could win this game. Their defense is far too nasty. When they re-signed Carlos Rogers, it just showed that, hey, the 49ers are here to fucking stay. They're here to kick fucking ass and take fucking names and do whatever it takes to become, once again, an elite team in the NFL. Now, they're facing a harder schedule this year, so I don't think 13-3 is a good prediction for them to get again, but they are definitely here to kick ass. And to be honest, that Packers O-line looks terrible, even with Jeff Saturday. It looks terrible. The receiving core looks the same. Defense looks okay, minus losing Desmond Bishop. But I feel that this is going to be a close game, going to be the game of the week, and I see the 49ers winning. The Panthers versus the Buccaneers. Everyone just cares about seeing Cam Newton, let's face it. The only reason why you're going to tune into Panthers game is to see this guy just throw footballs. The Panthers are the most exciting team in the NFL. They need to improve on defense. If they haven't improved on defense, it looked like Luke Kaliki, I can never pronounce his last name, is fucking kicking ass, taking names. And when Jonathan Beason comes back, that's going to be a scary scary linebacker duel for the Carolina Panthers. Buccaneers, they just haven't looked impressive to me in this preseason. But hey, you know, maybe that will change around. The Buccaneers, they are definitely a team. Huge NFC South battle. Let's get started. I'm going with the Carolina Panthers with my boy Ron Rivera, and hopefully Mike Tolbert carries that goddamn football. I miss you, Tolbert. Just saying, I miss you, Tolbert. Tolbert, miss you. This is not a Tolbert jersey, but saying that Chargers, we miss you. Next up, we got the Sunday night football game. The Steelers versus the Broncos. Peyton Manning debuting on Sunday night? Really? Oh my god, the Jets scored they scored a touchdown. Finally, the Jets did it. They did it. But anyways, Broncos versus Steelers. To be honest, this is going to be an interesting game. And I feel if Peyton Manning turns the ball over a little bit too much, that this could go in Steelers' favor. A lot of people are wondering how Isaac Redman will do as the Steelers running back. Antonio Brown looks like a fucking beast. If you haven't picked him up in fantasy, I suggest you do. I really do suggest you pick up, you know, Antonio Brown in fantasy. But anyways, moving on forward, Steelers and Broncos. This is going to be a really interesting game to watch. I'm going to be excited for the Sunday night football game. And I feel, you know, the Steelers will pull out the win, as much as that disgusts me to say. The Bengals at the Ravens. Tough game. Tough game. Both defenses are really good in the NFL. Offenses are kind of mediocre. But I'm actually going with the Bengals to win this first game. I feel the Bengals, that they won't score a lot of touchdowns. This game is going to be an interesting one. I think it's going to be, you know, a 3-3 snore fest, you know, against each other. You know, I feel this is going to be more of a field goal battle, which I don't mind. I love defensive battles in the NFL. But I feel that this is going to be more of a defensive battle, and I have the Bengals upsetting the Ravens. I don't know if you consider it an upset that or not, but I really do feel that. And then my own San Diego Chargers against the Oakland Raiders is the final Monday Night Football game. And to be honest, this is going to be an interesting one. The Chargers offense, it comes down to the Chargers offense, to be honest. It really does come down to the Chargers offense and how they perform. We know their defense is pretty solid this year, but the Raiders, you know, they have such a dynamic offense. You know, if Carson Palmer can, you know, really learn the playbook and not throw all these interceptions, if Darren McFadden stays healthy, you know, the Raiders are a team in the NFL. But the only problem with the Raiders is that their defense is lackluster and they get too much penalties. This is going to be a close game. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to think that it's going to be a blowout. The Raiders are definitely a better team than they were, like, you know, in years past. This is going to be an interesting game. It could either go either way. Last year, the Raiders in the primetime football game blew out the Chargers, and that was an embarrassing loss. But I feel the Chargers could bounce back and win the Week 1 game. But this is only the first week that the Raiders and Chargers played. They actually play in the last game of the season. Pretty cool. I really like that. That shows how decent this rivalry is in the NFL. But this is going to be a close game, and I got the Chargers winning. Tell me, guys, down below your NFL predictions. Who do you have winning each game? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Check out my video game channel. Like I said before, see you live videos. Follow me on Twitter. This is ChaseOliver68, and I say peace.